All right, well, welcome. I'm glad to have everyone here. I am broadcasting live from downtown Kansas City, Missouri. Spent a little time with family for Thanksgiving, and I'm ready to spend some time with all you kids. Thanks for joining us. For those of you who have seen the show before, you know what to expect. Probably a lot of mistakes, a little stupidity, and maybe some death matches. Real quick, I want to just remind people to support the Cast Member Pantry. You can do that a number of ways. We have a donation page. Kevin, actually, can you tell us what the donation page is?
Yeah, that's going to be pantry.wdwnt.com.
Right, pantry.wdwnt.com. We also have an auction going on. That's auction.wdwnt.com. Go check out. There's some awesome auction prizes, including the chance to spend an evening having cocktails with myself and our own Axel Daunt. So that one, hopefully, we'll get some action. We'll have a good time. Probably take you someplace cool. I don't know. We do that a lot. So without further ado, why don't we go ahead and introduce the panel? First of all, next to me, doesn't have her own slot, is by popular demand, my baby sister. This is Hillary Morton. Say hello to everyone, Hillary.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving and Black Friday, whatever that means.
We are here in Hillary's loft apartment. So there we have that. We also have my brother down in the basement, my brother Andy Morton. Do we have Andy? There's Andy. Andy's down in the basement.
I'm in the
basement. Say something
basement.
so we can hear you. There you go. Andy's in the basement.
I'm in the basement. I'm seeing weird lag, but I'll get used to this. Yes,
okay.
I got
yeah, it's a little weird.
But
a little weird.
I brought bourbon.
Basement of a 100-year-old building. So there's a cocktail. And our own WDWNT's own Jill Diffendahl is with us tonight. Jill.
Hi. Hey, Eric.
Surprise, Jill is with us from our apartment down in Florida.
Live from Eric Morton's apartment in Orlando.
So here Jill's holding down the fort while we're gone. She's kind of house sitting, I guess you could say. I want to thank Tyler Mann. I want to thank Tyler, beautiful graphic. For those of you who did not know, that is a graphic of Butters, who was the main star of this show in the past. Unfortunately, we lost Butters a few months ago, quite unexpectedly. So we miss you, Butters, and thank you, Tyler, for the beautiful graphical work. I'm going to have trouble keeping up with the chat just because I'm standing here trying to do a million things at once. But first off, I just want to kick things off talking a little bit about the Disney cast members that we are here to support today. That includes furloughed cast members. It includes cast members who have been laid off. Sadly, Disney did announce a number of additional layoffs today, and that's more people for us to support. So please be generous. You can donate. You can buy auction prizes. A little bit later during Disney Deathmatch, you will maybe have an opportunity to donate to help vote to keep or kill attractions. So at the end of the show, then we will round things out with a little thing that the Morton siblings do when we've had a little too much to drink, which is overestimate our musical capabilities and sing a few songs. We might invite you to sing along with us. First of all, I know we are, generally speaking, we're supporting cast members via the Cast Member Pantry. I also have found individual cast members doing things that caught my eye or seem special or unique. And I wanted to share one of those with you. I was invited to a Facebook group of cast members who help each other out, promoting each other's side hustles, maybe services or products that they sell. And something caught my eye this week. They were Christmas trees that are made of sea glass. And I wanted to promote this because they are made by a furloughed cast member by the name of Kim. And Kim has been working at the Spirit of Aloha for 42 years. 42 years at Spirit of Aloha, and currently furloughed. Took some, I got a picture of some of her work, and maybe if it catches your eye, you might be interested in emailing her and see how you can get some of this too. You look, these are beautiful sea glass Christmas trees, just in time for the holidays. You can email Kim at jamrockgal@aol.com. She does only provide local these are too fragile to ship out. So if you're local to the Orlando area, have a way to get there, or for her to get to you, she told me she would do, can kind of do custom orders if you're interested. So if you have an idea of what you'd like to see, maybe a color scheme, then please reach out to her. The prices are reasonable, and you're supporting someone who's been working at Spirit of Aloha for some 42 years. So I wanted to I want to single somebody out that I thought was doing something special, and maybe give them a little exposure so the viewers watching could support that individual. Of course, we also invite you to support the cast member pantry throughout this 65-hour marathon show. Before we get too deep into this, I did mention I'm in Kansas City. This is kind of my family is all from around here. I spend a lot of time here. As you know, I'm a bourbon person, so some local bourbons we picked up. I just want to show you what we're having tonight. This is Rieger's. Rieger's is a great local spot, Kansas City whiskey, really. And then they have a whiskey bourbon here that is called Tom's Town. The cool thing about Tom's Town, it's delicious, but it comes in this beautiful Art Deco bottle. So Tom's Town and Rieger, these are pretty cool ones worth checking out. A couple other things just to promote Kansas City. Here we go. We have an autographed hat from Buck O'Neill. This is Buck O'Neill was a legend of Kansas City baseball. He's with the Kansas City Monarchs. Kansas City is home to the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, and he was a legend, an icon here, and has since passed away. But Hillary had his autograph. I want to show that off. And my favorite, this is called, those of you that are local know about this, Topsy's popcorn. So this is just flavored popcorn, but like usually you go to Walmart and they're like, yeah, you got butter, cheese, and caramel. No, we have we do cinnamon in ours here. So we got a little butter, cheese, and
Cinnamon's
butter,
the most
caramel, or
popular
cheese,
flavor.
cheese, caramel, and cinnamon. And I'm telling you, you go down to Florida, you go to these big buckets they have at like a big box store, they never have cinnamon.
Nope.
They don't.
They
But here,
love-
it's
I've
number
never
one.
seen
Number
that
one.
before in my life. I've seen
Yeah,
so
it's
many
delicious.
of those blended popcorn buckets. Cinnamon is never a thing I've ever seen. That's crazy.
I'm bringing some home tomorrow, Jill. I'll share it with you.
Yes. Woohoo.
All right. And then, and we have the panel. I'm not trying to ignore you because there's some stuff I want to show you from our visit that you might be interested in, Jill. Kevin, do you have some of those pictures I sent you from yesterday?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Maybe. So this is the original Laugh-O-Gram Films building. This is where Walt got his start. So Walt and Ub Iwerks started here in Kansas City. This is on 31st Street. It's just an old disused building now. It's really sad. The second floor is where Walt started Laugh-O-Gram. Walt and legendary Ub Iwerks and several others back in the early 20s. So I was able to walk past there and snap some pictures. Very interesting. There's a lot of Disney history in this town. Walt grew up here. Anyway, this is pretty cool and pretty sad, actually. The building is in a very sad state. They have a website that's called thankyouwaltdisney.org that's promoted on that piece of plywood down there on the right. I don't know if we have it. I looked at it. It's hard to tell exactly what the organization does, but they're into preservation. I don't know if that means that one day there will be some sort of sorry, Hillary has some cats that are kind of curious around here.
They're just cats.
They're just cats. So they're hopping around here. So anyway, we were able to check that. Yeah, that's the inside. Sorry. Yeah, that's not real good. So that is where that's where it all started. And then we were also able to go to Walt's childhood home. The Disney family moved here when Walt was 9 years old and lived there for a number of years. That's basically where Walt's formative years are spent. You can see the upstairs window has a little Mickey Mouse there. There's a Mickey Mouse in the fountain. That's where he lives. And a normal family lives there. It's just a normal house to them. They just happen to get a lot of people that come through and take pictures of their home from time to time. So I thought it was interesting. I think it's pretty sad. I wish there were more being done to preserve some of this early history of Walt's life. But it's worth checking out. You come to Kansas. There's more stuff too. But you come to Kansas City, you gotta pay homage, I guess. So anyway, I think there was something else we were going to talk about. I don't know. Pretty early on, we're going to start a commercial break. We have a shorter show than normal. So, Kevin, if you're ready, we can take a quick break. We'll come back with Disney Deathmatch.
In Frontierland, there's a mountain, and it's full of racist animals. Now here lately, there's been some shouting. It's getting problematic, though. Demeaning accents, they always spraying. Start in the daytime, go all through the night. It's gotta go, this ride ain't staying. Let's sell some merch, then go risking us a ride. Grab some decals, come on round. We'll use projectors to keep costs down. Got us a princess from a mountainous town. Welcome to Mount Orleans. We make magic, both good and bad. French Quarter Falls gon' make Tom Corliss mad. We bout to patronize you all pretty bad when you come to Mount Orleans. Bourbon Street to party and revel, and then a drop for the young daredevil. Got us a mountain that's below sea level. Check it out, Mount Orleans. Frontierland all around us. Pecos billing those bears that sing. Rich people, poor people, but preferably the rich ones. Come check out Disney's Mount Orleans.
From the people who brought you the Disney Parks Home Edition, we now present the 2020 Epcot Flower and Garden Festival, Eric's Apartment Edition. It may be dreary in quarantine for millions of people around the world, but in Eric's apartment, spring is alive. From the comfort of your own home, or from 6 feet or more away if you are deemed an essential employee of the apartment, we will bring you videos of this stuff. And whatever these are. And don't forget these things with the towels. You can even catch a glimpse of our experiments gone wrong. We truly have it all. Plastic plants, dead plants, plants from IKEA, and even plants that have been watered sometimes. And don't forget about our event-exclusive merchandise. Next, spoil yourself before you soil yourself with exclusive food and beverage items from our Bear Cupboard Quarantine selection, like this refreshing vodka with Crystal Light offered at our patio kiosk. Or let your imagination run wild, creating concoctions with Fireball, rum chata, and chocolate liqueur in the office. Our mixologists aren't done blowing your minds yet. Check out our bourbon mixed with ice creations in the master bedroom. And don't forget beer people left behind at our last gathering over at the bookshelf. Outside the guest room, our straight tequila shots will have you wondering if this whole quarantine was just a dream. And of course, be transported far away with wine from all 3 regions of the apartment. Over in the kitchen, our chefs are working on some truly groundbreaking cuisine, like our famous 2-day-old Rotel dip. Have we teased your appetite enough? Then try some of our delicious frozen treats, which include Hot Pockets and ice cream from last Christmas. Finally, get ready to rock out at our Garden Rocks concert series, featuring Butters, whose mom is friends with a woman who used to run a live music venue where ELO once played. You may know her from her hits such as Mr. Pooh Sky and Last Train to Barksville. We have all this and more at the 2020 Epcot Flower and Garden Festival, Eric's Apartment Edition, where the magic is on hold until further notice.
Sounds like the Robins are trying to get a boarding group for Rise of the Resistance. What time is it? 7 a.m., of course, when you should be up trying to get a ride reservation for an attraction. In celebration of this groundbreaking ride, and as well the incredibly difficult process of getting on it, we have a new t-shirt at the Carousel of Products, which says Rise, Resist, Repeat. It has the rising suns on it. It's got the thing that looks like a droid, all sorts of fun, and of course there's an asterisk which leads you to all this great legalese on the back, a nod to how fun it is to book a boarding group for this attraction. Available now at carouselofproducts.com, along with some of our other newer merchandise, including the Ohana Means Noodles t-shirt and our WDW News Tonight logo apparel and merchandise. All of it available again at carouselofproducts.com, and don't forget the promo code FAB5, which allows you to save $5 on orders of $50 or more. Have a great big beautiful day and get your shirt right away.
And we're back. Well, how would you guys like to play a little bit of what we call Disney Deathmatch around these parts? Jill, what do you think? Jill, are you up for this?
I am definitely up for Disney Deathmatch. I haven't participated in this I think I got to play it once back on Locked In during the shutdown, and that was it. So I'm excited to play again. It's been a long time.
I'm actually curious what people's favorite death matches were. I think Cinderella versus Snow White with Hanzo swords was a good one. That one, a lot of people had strong feelings about that one.
I think the Dapper Dans versus Voices of Liberty was that tug at some heartstrings.
Yeah, Dapper Dans versus Voices of Liberty. Tough. The Axis Powers countries was a very difficult one.
That was fun.
Epcot festivals.
We had Festival of the Arts, and I don't know who won that. I think Festival of the Arts did. Here's how Disney Deathmatch works for those of you who have not done this before. Kevin, by the way, I thought we would have a chance to chat in the software beforehand, but I realized there was another show going on. Capability-wise, what exactly do we have to do for people that want to vote with dollars as opposed to just voting with their text? Do we direct them to the auction page or the donation page? They'll make a donation and just say what the vote is for, Kevin?
Yes. Go to pantry.wdwnt.com. There is a comment box alongside the donation for any of the particular matches. Just put in your vote. There's no overlapping candidates here in the matchup. So if you just mention who you're voting for, we'll know which matchup that goes towards.
So what we're going to do is once we unveil a matchup, we're going to go around as a panel and just discuss it. Give pros and cons of each participant in a matchup. We'll then open up voting. You can vote in the chat free of charge. However, if you vote with dollars, well, that counts however many dollars you donate. That's how many votes you get for your candidate. So we're going to kick things off now. What do we have in the Disney? What have the producers come up with for us to do today, Kevin? Disney Deathmatch! Disney Deathmatch. There could be only one. One will survive. The other will be cut. And we've talked about this before on the live streams. We have Orange Bird versus Chubby, the merchandise bird. Merchandise bird mayhem. Yes, both of these birds serve no purpose other than to promote the sale of merchandise and beverages, I suppose. Anyway, this is a tough one. We have a young up-and-comer going against someone who is very well established in the game, an OG. It's been in the game for a while. let's start with, I want to hear what Jill has to say on this. So Jill, your input's going to be valuable here.
All right, I am kicking this off with a super hot take because I am going to vote Chubby. And I think you're all going to think I'm insane, but let me tell you why. So first of all, Orange Bird is completely useless. Like, he's literally a picture on a sign at a snack stand in Adventureland. He brings no other value to anything Disney. Like, I do not even understand why he is this phenomenon. It makes zero sense to me. And not to mention, like, he is sort of the mascot of the Citrus Swirl, but Citrus Swirl is the completely inferior dessert to Dole Whip. Like, if he were a Dole Whip bird,
that's the hot take. That's the hot take.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dole Whip over Citrus Swirl any day. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. At least Chubby is attached to an attraction. Like, I know he's in it for like 5 seconds, but at least he's attached to something that you can do other than just buy a Citrus Swirl and be on your way and not have gotten a Dole Whip instead. So I'm going Chubby. I know that's crazy. I know everybody's probably going to freak out. But I'm going.
Wow.
What is happening on this show? You
Is
picking
that
something
a
from
Tom
Runaway
Cruise?
Railway over the Orange Bird?
Jason Diffendall has joined us.
No, it's Tom. I'm sorry. I'll leave you guys be. I just needed to check that Jill was being clinically insane or not.
I spent too much time doing
Jason. I'm
festival
sorry,
food
Tom.
today, and it made me delirious.
All right. So, Jill, Kevin, our votes as panelists are worth 3. Is that right? Viewers are worth 1. Panelists is 3. There's 3 for Chubby. Let's go to our own Andy Morton.
Well, first of all, I don't know if there's a lag or not. I kind of hope so, because I've always wanted to feel like I was a Wolf Blitzer on CNN. So if I'm lagging behind,
no, you're good.
That's
you're good.
why. Also, before we get into this, could you hold up that bottle of Rieger's again?
Where's the bottle of Rieger? Here's the bottle of Rieger.
Okay, so this was, for those of you who don't know, this was purchased recently, and I can't help but notice that the level is alarmingly low in that bottle. And again, I am stuck in the basement by myself, and I also noticed that the cinnamon popcorn level is alarmingly low. So I don't know what the hell's going on upstairs, but I am not happy right now. So I'm going into this death match in a very
send Lee down.
We already sent Lee down. Is she not there?
I do have Lee here now.
The neighbors over visiting.
Laura can message
6 feet. 6 feet. Okay, so this is a death match that I won't be very helpful on, and the reason is that Orange Bird was around really before I got into the whole Disney thing. I know it was there. He was there. She was there. I don't even know. When they opened over there at the Sunshine Terrace, I believe. And then Orange Bird went away. And so when I was involved with Disney and working there, there was no such thing. They just pretended that the Orange Bird didn't exist. Now, Chubby is brand new, and I haven't been down to the parks in quite some time. So I am not familiar with the masterpiece that is the Runaway Railway. Other than the fact that they misspelled a name, and that's how it came about, which is slightly amusing, I still think it's pretty dumb. So am I supposed to say who I pick right now? Or
no, but Jill already voted once, and this is a modified version of deathmatch because we've been out of the game for a while. So if you want to make that your vote for the sake of expediency, we'll go ahead and put 3 points down for Orange Bird.
I forgot to say something because this is the first time I've actually met Jill. I watched her on the show and Facebook friended her just because. That's what I do. Yeah, I am a little bit of a
I feel like I've now made a terrible first impression on you, Andy. I'm sorry.
No. You did that months ago. And so this is not something to worry about. And I think it's also kind of funny that the voice of God, Tom Corliss, coming in like Charlie from Charlie's Angels, just out of nowhere. So hello to Mr. Corliss officially. But yeah, my vote's going to go for Orangebird.
All right. Oh, we have a big donation already.
Nope.
We haven't even opened it up.
We do have a donation from Rebecca Harris, $5 for Orangebird.
5 votes for Orangebird. Oh, we're coming out of the gate. All right. Thank you very much, Rebecca. We appreciate the donation. I'm sure the cast members appreciate it. We're going to go now to Hillary Morton for her take on this matchup.
Out of respect for Rebecca, I will also go with Orangebird. And I also have to kind of align with Andy that I am not as familiar with Chubby as I am with Orangebird. And I'm really going based on my knowledge. So I'm sorry you had to come to Missouri to get some opinions from people who haven't been to Disney in a hot moment. But we're in a pandemic, people, okay? So I don't know Chubby because I'm stuck here in Missouri. So I'm going with Orangebird.
All right. That brings Orangebird's total to, let's see, 11.
My bartender's in the basement. What am I going to do?
Yeah. So Orangebird is out
Don't
to
worry,
an early lead.
I'll be sending her up shortly.
Yeah. We have that. Just so you know, do not vote in the chat yet until prompted, because actually, Jill, you don't know this. You're going to be the marker from when we open voting to close it, because you have a nice blue wrench next to your name, and I can't type because the computer is 12 feet from me. I'm going to just say this. They both have really cute merchandise. And I will give Chubby credit. There is a Chubby plush where if you squeeze his tummy, he flaps his little wings, and it's adorable. She flaps her little wings. It's adorable. So there's Lee showing off her.
Her vote.
Yeah, Lee's all team Orangebird, obviously. But the Orangebird zipper is adorable. And I'm a big fan of the Orangebird, so my vote goes to Orangebird. That is 3 more, so that is 14 right now for Orangebird versus 3 for Chubby. We're going to open up voting in just a moment to the chat. When Jill is ready, Jill, you open the voting just by saying you may vote now in the chat, and we'll give everyone about a minute or two to give their vote, and we'll see how things shake out. Keep in mind, donation votes will stay open for the duration of the show. Regular chat votes are limited to in between the wrenches. So go for it, Jill.
All right, I am ready. So when you guys want to start voting, knock yourselves out. Chat away.
All right. So while they vote, I just got to give credit where credit is due. Orangebird has been an enduring character for no good reason for a very long time. So here's to Orangebird. Win or lose, you've had a good run. Love to see you win, but let's see what happens. Jill, are you going to the studio tonight for News Tonight?
Yes, I am. So I am going to run from here to there.
Nice. Okay, I'm looking for where Jill said start voting. I don't see the wrench. All right.
It's with the orange. Oh, I didn't say it in the chat, but the orange was the orange emoji was the first vote after I said go.
Okay. Okay, that's K-Jack. That's for orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ooh, I look baggy. Where's my ring light?
Yeah.
Numbers are hard.
Oh, is that the conclusion, or does that this is a blowout? By the way, I'm having trouble actually counting the votes.
I am too. Kevin called the vote.
I attempted to. It's like 2-1 for Orangebird. So yeah.
Yeah, but that can be flipped by one rich guy and an empty donation button. So what do we have? Like
anything, I'll share with you.
Like 20 to 10. We're gonna call it
All right.
that. This is our unofficial counting. Normally we're a bit more
so
official.
let's just say right
if
now
you
it's-
really want your vote to count, donate to charity.
So 34 to 13 in favor of Orangebird. That can be flipped by one large donation, but I think Tom would be angry at that one. So at any
So
rate,
if you want to make Tom
we
angry,
can-
donate.
Donate.
Yes.
Donate to piss
Let's
Tom off.
infuriate Tom. I am here for it.
All right. Now, Tom will be happy if we raise money for cast member pantry.
Yep.
And donate now. There you go. Did we plug what's the auction up to now for to have cocktails with Eric and Axel? That's the only thing I really care about. Can I get more money than? Well, I can't get more than Tom. He's already like $350. Do we know? I don't have my phone. All right, we'll look at it later.
Lily?
I'm looking
Leo,
at
tell us.
Little Lily in the basement.
She's gonna look it up. It's just my own narcissism. All right, we're ready for our next Disney death match.
All right, you're at $57 on your auction of value.
Come on, people.
$57.
You can do better than that.
There's also like
usually.
78 hours to go, so it's early, folks.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. All right.
78 hours.
Yeah,
So
of our
optimistic.
65-hour live stream, but that's just how it feels.
Yay, math.
Oh, I understand.
All right. Are we ready for the next death match? What do we have? We hinted at this earlier. We've done the Axis Powers Pavilion at Epcot. Now we're going to do the Allied Powers. Kevin did research. China was actually a member of the Allied Powers. So we have China, America, and the UK. America and the UK. So, boy, these are tough because, well, it's kind of tough. I don't know.
We're talking just about
Well, you got to
the
keep one.
pavilions in Epcot.
The
We're
pavilion.
not
Yeah,
talking
we're not
about the countries.
No, we're not going to level a country, and these are imaginary.
I don't know what
nobody's
kind
gonna
of
lose
power we have.
Nobody's going to lose their job. I mean, people are going to lose their jobs.
well, a
we
lot of
can't
people-
control that. No one's going to lose their job as a result of a Disney death match. The parks will reset the next day, and everything will be back to
Well,
normal.
I think the Chinese drummers will say otherwise.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, that's the Japanese drummers. We have a donation. Important donation announcement. What do we got, Kevin?
We have from Alyssa D. Lee another $5 for Orangebird.
All right, $39 for Orangebird. $5. Thank you, Alyssa.
And she says,
So,
despite having a Chubby Tower build earlier, she is voting for Orangebird.
That's great. All right, this time we're going to start off with Hillary. Hillary, why don't you discuss the merits and drawbacks of these countries and which one you want to keep in the World Showcase?
This is hard. If anyone here knows me, you know I like to drink.
Yeah, in case you can't tell.
And I love Sam Adams. Like, that's my airport beer. Does anyone else have like an airport beer? Share your airport beer in the chat. Because I feel like, and Andy and I both agree, Andy and I drink Sam Adams in an airport, but never in regular life. Sam Adams is great. And
it goes with Xanax.
Very well. We're not preaching this
What
to people.
beer goes best with Xanax? Is it Sam Adams?
It is Sam Adams. For me, do I want to tell them my comment? For
Yeah.
me, to get on a plane, usually to Florida, it's 3 Sam Adams and a half a Xanax.
Wow.
That's a night, and welcome to Florida. Listen, don't be me, kids, okay?
Don't be Hillary.
Don't be me. I'm just saying it is, a doctor prescribed it. It's legit.
The doctor prescribed 3 Sam Adams?
So,
was it Dr. Adams?
So, no trip to Disney is complete. I'm an Epcot girl. And I do enjoy drinking around the world. And you can't drink around the world without stopping in America and China and UK. But Where am I going to spend most of my time? At the Rose and Crown.
At the Rose and Crown.
It's just going to happen that way. I am going to go to the American Adventure, and you'll see why in a minute. I have literally only stayed awake during the American Adventure 3 times. And it's a great reprieve from the day. The air conditioning is great. I think they need to revisit the montage a little. I think we're missing some steps in the montage. I feel like it goes.
No, they update it regularly.
I know it still jumps some things, but I appreciate Beyonce is in the montage.
Billie Jean King.
Yes. I gotta go England, and they used to have the British Invasion band. What was that called?
The British Invasion.
Yes, the British Invasion. They were great. They were the ugliest English people ever, but I don't care. But when you go to the Rose and Crown, don't order a shot of Fireball. Not necessary. But there's something about going into the Rose and Crown, and my brothers will back me up on this, and so will Lily, where you go in, you have a few drinks, you sit down, you kind of just like, your back just relaxes, you breathe a little bit, you go outside and you're like, oh, shoot.
You can say shoot.
I'm in an amusement park.
Yeah.
So for me, oh, and I like to visit Alice in Wonderland. Like, it's a whole thing. And Mary Poppins is there. Those are my girls. So I'm going with England.
Okay. I'll go next. I feel a responsibility because Andy and Hillary have not had a chance to visit Epcot this year. There is
a pandemic going on.
There is a pandemic going on. Also, there is a new restaurant in American Adventure. It is called
Hooters?
No. It is I just went blank. It's the
Regal Eagle
barbecue restaurant. Regal Eagle crafts, drafts, barbecue, whatever.
I'm from Kansas City.
Yeah, I know. They're not gonna change their life with the barbecue, but they did add a bar outside the Regal Eagle.
I'm here for that.
So, and it's a full bar. They have cool stuff. They have the Moonshine Sour, which is a staff favorite. They have some kind of Moscow Mule that's, I don't know, called it something other mule.
Is there somebody playing American songs on the piano?
Where?
At the Regal.
No. Anyway, so there have been some changes that have modified these countries a bit. I still don't think there's anything in the American Adventure to carry it to the level that the Rose and Crown is. And for China, I have to say the Tipsy Ducks in Love is a favorite drink of many people. The Tipsy Ducks in Love is it tastes like a melted fudge sickle with booze in it. So yeah, can we turn that down? When you call into the radio station, you got to turn your radio down.
I can only do so much.
Okay, sorry. Lily is having fun being a runner between upstairs, downstairs. Anyway, my vote, very simply, is still going to go to the UK. So that's another 3 points for the
I'm
UK.
sorry I didn't mention China. It's just.
Yeah. I got you.
Wingman.
No, there's just nothing. There's a, yeah.
I
got 9 dragons.
Okay.
Go ahead, Andy.
No. So I'm going to immediately throw out the American Adventure. Not a fan. It's fine, but I think that other than the show, it's not. I mean, I know that that's the big draw, and I do love the Voices of Liberty, and I think that the show is good, but I only need to see it so many times, and anymore, I pretty much skip it. Now, when it comes to the UK, not England, I love the architecture.
Sorry.
I think that it's a beautiful area, and of course, I love the Rose and Crown, and especially when they have the piano player in there. It can be. I can't imagine being in there right now. Obviously, they would. There's some distancing problems. I can't imagine being, because usually you're shoehorned in there, and if you're claustrophobic, like I can be sometimes.
No.
It's a problem.
Oh my goodness!
I'm sorry.
We had a very bad problem here. I'm sorry to interrupt, but someone tried to pour the wrong drink into my empty drink. You can just pour.
Just drink
no. Just pour that in there and you can mix them. It's okay. We just
getting real.
had a very classic misunderstanding. Right.
But I do. I mean, I love the UK pavilion. I think that some of the shopping is a little odd, and they also took out one of my favorite things, and this is probably one of the things that's going to hurt it in my vote. It used to be that they had the two red phone booths out there that actually worked, and you could call them because they have to put the phone numbers, or they had to put the phone numbers, right there on the actual phone. You were and so like here I had one of them. I had the numbers for the Epcot.
Call it live on the air.
And the right booth, and I would give them a call, and I would always ask for Steve. And sometimes people thought it was funny. Other times people were very confused. But those are gone now. That you can't do it.
Hey, did you just call it?
I am more than happy to try it one more time, but I think that they're shut off. Oh, I just lost my.
I'm also
a
nerd.
Here, I'm going to get. Oh, there were three. There were 3 phone booths. So I will call it right now.
Okay.
I'm also in the basement of a 300-year-old building.
It gets older every time.
That's kind of the story of my life. Nope, no connection. So this must be gone. I am, strangely enough, I didn't used to like the China Pavilion until probably about 10 years ago. And I liked the Circle Vision movie with Lee Bai. And I love it. I think it's gorgeous. It's dated, but it's still kind of amusing, and I like him. But I think that,
go.
Yeah, I know. I don't do it. But I do enjoy the movie, and I think that they have one of the best shopping spots in probably all of Epcot. The store when you exit the film.
If you like crap.
And I do.
And who that's shopping at Epcot doesn't like crap?
Yeah, you got a lot of balls saying that on this show. But you have lots of options of some interesting trinkets. Aside from, I mean, we're not talking about the Japanese pavilion, or the Japan pavilion, which is another good one. But so I would lean more towards the China Pavilion for the architecture, for the film, and the shopping. And of course, Hillary alluded to it, there used to be one of the international workers named Wingman, and that was right there on her. That was right there on her name tag. And one time we asked her if we could take a picture of her, and she was like, "Is it for my name tag?" We said yes, and she said that she would not pose for the picture. But I'm going for China on this. I know that's an oddball choice, but that'd be the one. I think it's really, really important to remember that years ago that they used to sell Yingling beer at China.
Oh yeah,
and it was because,
for years and years and years.
For years and years and years, and it was explained to me that
they bought it phonetically.
They thought people, and I don't doubt it, that guests actually thought Yingling was a Chinese beer.
Wow.
Okay. I buy beer
So I have to chime in here because there was some chat about Yingling going on in the chat. I grew up about 45 minutes from the place where Yingling is made. It is not in China. It's absolutely in Pennsylvania. In the middle of Pennsylvania. Well, western middle of Pennsylvania, or eastern middle of Pennsylvania. No, it's terrible. It's the grossest beer. Like, I spent my entire, from like before I should have been drinking beer to like all of my 20s drinking gallons of Yingling because it was like 75-cent drafts at the local bar. Like it's not a good beer. It's not good. It leaves you feeling awful the next day. Like it doesn't taste great. Like it's just, there's nothing good about Yingling other than like if you want to consume a beer in quantity. Like I would drink Coors Light or whatever before I drank Yingling. I've been poisoned
Eric,
against it.
I'm unclear on how this works.
I wouldn't go Coors Light for
vote.
I'd go
Are we allowed to
Budweiser.
vote panelists off during deathmatch? Because I think
No.
I have my new choice.
Woo!
Oh,
All right.
I'm sorry.
So
I
now
feel like I have a
hard-hitting
home field
analysis.
advantage on the Yingling vote, and it's no. I'm sorry. You have
Yeah,
better
Brent,
beer in Kansas City, don't you? You can't possibly not have better beer in Kansas
Yeah, we
City.
have Boulevard right down
I
the
think
street.
part of it is that we can't get it here, so it's kind of
That's
has a little bit more interest.
absolutely what it is.
That's the
And
only
so
reason that
friends-
people from
friends of mine
California
North
like
Carolina
In-N-Out.
will bring it back, but they always call it dad beer, and it's like, oh, okay.
It's the same
But I
thing.
like it.
Like people that move elsewhere in the country from California think the In-N-Out is like 10 times better than it is, or people from Texas think that Whataburger is better than it is, or people from wherever that have their preference of chicken strip places. It has to do with the ability, that scarcity, that it's harder to get where you are.
Mhm.
Right?
Look,
There
they
are so
made
many
In-N-Out is
things
fine. Don't fill up my hate mail.
They made
In-N-Out is
Smokey and the
fine.
Bound-
Whataburger is fine.
They're fine.
They're fine.
Town
Smokey and the
Topic.
Bandit is based on the premise that people really want to drink Coors. I mean,
That's true.
I don't know. Like,
So Joe,
do we have a donation?
We do.
What do
We
we got,
have from Emma Cooley $5 for the UK Pavilion.
Thank you.
Five bones. Thank you, Emma. Emma, one of our WIGS members.
Yes,
if
she
you
is.
don't know what the WIGS are, that's the WDWNT Interglobe Society. You go to patreon.com/WDWNT to learn more. We'll probably have a
That's it.
commercial.
I need
later.
one of you viewers out there to help me out here because I know that it's the underdog, but throw in some money for China.
Yeah, we'll see. We still need Jill's in-depth analysis on this matchup.
Yeah, so this is tough. I hate to say it, but China doesn't really rank on this list for me. Like, there's. I'm sorry, there's no. I like
Get her
Nine
out.
Dragons.
Done.
There's going to be a death match between Andy and Jill. I like
have
Nine
had my
Dragons. Like, I
Jill.
don't have any problem with the China Pavilion. It's just not my favorite. Like, there's just nothing about it. Like, I like Nine Dragons and I like the store. Like, all those things are great. But I have a hard time choosing between American Adventure and UK because both of them have awesome things, like things that I love and don't want to miss. So American Adventure has, first and foremost, and the thing that I think is the biggest factor in my vote is Voices of Liberty. Like, Voices of Liberty are something that is quintessential Epcot. I was so excited I got to see them today. Well, I'll grab one of Eric's bottles of bourbon.
There's like 20 bottles of bourbon a foot and a half from you.
Really, they are literally in arm's reach. I got to see them out on the American Gardens Theater stage today to perform. They're just, I love Voices of Liberty. There's nothing more like soothing in all of World Showcase to me than going inside the American Adventure Pavilion, sitting on that cold marble floor and clustering around them in a circle and having them sing. Like, it just, I love that. Is such it's always such a moment for me. I love it. It's also got another donation.
Yeah, important business.
This is very important business from Nancy White. A vote for Chubby in the amount of $50. Leaving it the lead.
Love it. Thank you, Nancy.
Dumbest game I've ever played.
Chubby's winning 63-34 now.
That's amazing. Amazing. So, true confession, I only vote. I voted for Chubby because I love giving hot takes and I knew it would fire people up, but also because I thought this was going to be such a sweep that that Orange Bird was going to run away with it so badly that it was like a pity vote for Chubby. but apparently
That's why
that's not the case.
China. Same thing.
Pity vote for China. But so but I also love the UK pavilion. Like Alice in Wonderland is my favorite Disney IP, and so you've got a ton of that there. And I love the shops in UK. I love because I love so many British things, whether it's Doctor Who or Pink Floyd. Like you can buy such cool stuff there that is, T-shirts and all kinds of memorabilia and stuff for things that I really enjoy. So I love shopping in the UK.
That's what's going to happen, by the way. The next attraction is going to be in the UK, and Bob Chapek's going to have him put it in the wall. It's just a wall. They're going to wall
that.
off. So stage.
So there's one in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland that is probably the only cool thing in the entire Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. So pick it up and move it to the UK pavilion. I approve of that choice. But I think I'm going to be and honestly, it's mainly because of Voices of Liberty. I think I'm going to have to vote for American Adventure.
Okay. All right. So that is 3 for American Adventure. We have 6 panelist votes for the UK.
I voted for. Okay, I got you.
Plus $5 super chat from Emma. So that is 11 for UK and 3 for China. So Jill, in a moment, go ahead and open up that voting. We'll give you guys 1 minute to vote in the chat. And then, of course, you can donate to pantry.wdwnt.com. Just put in the notes who your vote is for. Go ahead, Jill. Cut them loose.
All right. There we go.
There are more
vote
people
now.
in the chat on YouTube, so it's hard to keep up with you. Uh-oh.
We have
What do we got,
from
Kevin?
Jonathan Fisher, $25 for Chubby.
Oh my God!
Are you
We're
kidding?
still
This is
on
all
this
because
nonsense?
this is because Tom chimed in and had to. I feel like this is the Orange and Lime Garage situation all over again.
That's ridiculous.
88 to 34. Scooby running away with it. In the meantime, we have people voting on the UK and US, and boy, I hope Kevin's counting because
Somebody voted for Joe Jorgensen. That's cute.
How about this? Eric, can you count UK?
Yep.
Jill, you count American Adventure, and I'll count China. Let's.
Yeah, you got the easiest job counting China.
Shut up.
The red shirt says it all, Andy.
And I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds.
Hey, I bought this in support of WDWNT. I think I got the first one.
I think you did. You
First
ordered
order.
it before it officially went live.
Yeah, but the website was up, and I saw it, and I was like, boom, I'm doing it now.
All right. We're going to close this down. Let's close down voting, John. Voting is closed. I have 11 for the UK.
I have 12 for US.
China.
What'd you have,
Oh wait, I'm
Kevin?
sorry. Go ahead.
It was
Kevin.
5 for China, bringing it to 8. You had 11 for UK, bringing it to 22.
Yep. Yeah.
I have, hold on, I missed the last one. I have 14 for US.
Okay, bringing it to 17.
For American Adventure.
Pretty close with the UK. And as a reminder, we do still take donation votes through just before the end of the show. So no more votes
right
in the
now-
chat, but we will take donation chats at pantry.wdwnt.com.
Yeah, and UK is winning 22. America is in second with 17, and China has 8. All right. The death matches keep on rolling along. Bob Chapek needs to cut stuff. What do we got next?
We have another one.
Disney death match. This will be Tiana versus Brer. Oh, no.
Oh,
We
oh,
can't do that.
oh,
No, Tiana
no.
versus Brer Rabbit. You can't do Here we go.
Ooh,
The chat will explode.
I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry, we had some technical difficulties.
Let me try again.
All right, what do we got? Oh, if you can save one, so you can bring one back. Is that Happily Ever After?
Yeah, we're kind of assuming it's not coming back. Let's pretend if you don't bring it back, it doesn't come back. How about that?
Yeah, so Happily Ever After versus Illuminations, Reflections of Earth.
Ooh.
Which illuminations, though? Is this with like the torches or just with the globe? You know what I mean?
Yeah, Reflections of Earth. It has torches and a globe.
Well, how about this, Eric?
Yeah, most recent.
What if we say it's any fireworks show, so it's Wishes or Happily Ever After or other, or any illuminations? Just fireworks or illuminations.
All right, I'm in. Locked and loaded.
Could be Wishes. Could be Illuminations. Could be Illuminations Part 2.
Can we bring back the Millennium Parade with those freaky dudes on stilts that walked around World Showcase? Because that was like my favorite.
No, not that.
Is that
or the Main Street Electric?
Put your hand on the future. Share a dream together around the world. That was good. That was my jam. All right. Let's start with Andy.
Okay. It doesn't matter what I'm going to pick. It's going to lose. It's one of those nights. Does Sorcery in the Sky count?
Oh, I love Sorcery.
I'll defer to Joe.
Okay. No. I'm gonna play by the rules and go with talking about the two that were presented to us, and I'll make this brief. I would love to pick Illuminations, Reflections of Earth, but with a caveat. The globe section of that show really drags. It seems
that
like it takes them forever to get it out there, and it's cool when it's all going, but it seems like in the middle of that show, or during that section, that you kind of start figuratively or literally looking at your watch, whatever those are. I meant your cell phone, to see how long this is taking. But I think that when it really gets going, I love the beginning. I love the stuff with the torches. I mean, I love the intro. I think the music is amazing. So, and of course, like all of those Illumination shows, any incarnation of it, the end of it is batshit insane when they start doing stuff, especially when they do things like the Christmas tag, where they just can't set off enough explosions, and I like watching that and knowing that it's annoying some people over at the Swan and or Dolphin because there's just so much going on. So
not nearly as much as their accommodations are bothering them.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're well. See, that's the thing. They're already at their wits' end with everything that has happened in the hotels during the day. So that's a nice way to. I've had good experiences there. I've had questionable ones, but so for that reason, I'm going to go with Illuminations. Reflections of Earth.
Just the chat got super sidetracked and they're talking about parades.
We're not talking about parades.
We're not talking about parades. We're not talking about. And the means, I'm sorry.
Have you ever watched the chat during your shows? It's
It's going to get a little sidetracked. Yeah,
we
not
will
talking
accept
about
write-ins via donation for Spectro
people
Magic
walking
or Main
by
Street Electrical
and
Parade.
people blowing things up in the sky are different things.
Here, Eric, I will get them off of the whole parades thing. Hey, chat, what do you think about whether or not people should be wearing masks?
Oh boy.
Then we just bring back the splash the Tiana versus Brer Rabbit.
Yeah.
That will get them back on topic real fast.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, Andy, was that your vote?
Illumination.
Yeah, I vote to keep or bring back Illuminations.
All right, we're going to go to Jill next.
Andy, we finally have common ground. Illuminations all the way. I
knew this would work out.
There's goodness in everyone, somewhere deep down, there's goodness in everyone.
That sounded like a backhanded compliment.
I meant about me. I have so many memories of watching this show over the years in so many different incarnations, both of the show and of sort of who I was as a Disney fan. But nothing tops being there for the very last Illuminations when we did the WDWNT event last year. It was actually really amazing. It's funny, I completely agreed with you, Andy, that the globe part was really slow until we watched Don Dorsey and the guys who made the show actually tell us what was on the globe, which for 20 years, I didn't really know what I was even looking at. And then they walked us through. Go ahead. They showed us an actual video of what was really there, which shows up obviously so much better in today's technology than it does in little like LED lights from 20 years ago. But it was it told a story. And then when I got to actually watch the show after hearing all of that, it made me love the globe because I realized that it really is part of the story. It's just a shame that I think was probably lost on the vast majority of people who have seen it over the years. But
I think that's part of the problem because I eventually got to see what was going on the globe, and I thought it was pretty cool. But it all depends on the people that are around you. It depends on where you're standing, who is being an a-hole and standing in front of you, and what your angle is. If you can't see it, that is a long section of time to
that is very
have
fair.
Nothing going on.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I would argue, if you're in the Magic Kingdom and somebody puts their kid on their shoulders in front of you for Happily, it's similar experience because so much of Happily is the production.
You're making this up. This is fake news.
Can Hillary tell her 4th of July story?
Before we get out of this, Hillary needs to tell her little 4th of July story about Reflections of Earth.
Oh, do it. But yeah, hands down, my vote is no. I want to hear this story.
There's no story. Listen, is it my turn or no?
Yes, it's Hillary's 4th of July story.
The only problems I've really had at Disney World revolve around Illuminations.
That's true.
And just people being jerks. People are jerks for all over Disney World, but Illuminations provides people picnic tables to stand on. And that hold up their iPad to film it because they're going to watch fireworks years down the road. There's no story to tell, but the only problems I really have at Disney World revolve around Illuminations. But I have seen Illuminations the most, and I still really miss the one that started with like the Gershwin. Was it Rhapsody in Blue with like the clarinet solo? That was legit. And as much as I love Illuminations, I feel like it used to really be awesome when they would harken back to each country, and they don't do, as time went on, they didn't do nearly as good of a job as that, in my opinion. So I am a little nostalgic about the old days of Illuminations. Yes, I will tell you if you are being a jerk during Illuminations or fireworks.
Trust me, that is true.
Nobody, there's no Disney decorum that is worse than fireworks Disney decorum. Yeah. And for some reason at Epcot, it's extra stupid because I feel like there's more places to see a good view of the fireworks than Magic Kingdom, maybe. Mm-hmm. But in my many years of going there, I've definitely seen Magic Kingdom fireworks the least. and I've seen Illuminations more because, as I mentioned before, I enjoy drinking, so I go to Epcot. And that's where I like to spend my day. However, I have really great memories. I don't go to Magic Kingdom as night as much, and if I do, during the fireworks is a great time to ride rides that usually are long waits, especially Mine Train.
Yep, Mine Train and Splash Mountain during the fireworks are the best.
I've done that a lot. Go Jill.
The fireworks. Holy moly. Jason, the first time I ever rode Mine Train, Jason, my brother, is the best brother in the world. Well, I don't know. You probably think, Eric. Well, you have brothers to choose from. I only have one.
I'm with you, Jill. Keep going.
Look at him. Jason timed it so that we went on Mine Train during the fireworks, and it was my first time ever on Mine Train. And like we come out of the tunnel, and all of a sudden there is fireworks bursting huge over your head, and it was just the coolest, most amazing experience. I will anyone out there, if you can get on Mine Train during the fireworks, I know that's not a thing that can happen right now, but it is so worth the wait. It is worth trying to schedule it as best as you can because it is just such a cool experience.
I have been on Mine
Train. That is one of the things that I tell people all the time that when they're asking about, what should we see and how do we do some of this stuff. One of the first things I always say is that, and I know that it's different now, but it's like when it starts heading towards parade or fireworks time, parade especially. But if you can get back there in the corner with Splash Mountain and Big Thunder, you will have free reign over those rides for about 30 minutes. And they'll let you do them over and over.
That can only mean one thing. Kevin, speak to me.
One thing from Carl Dixon, $20. He says he's got to support his home country for the UK Pavilion and the Rose and Crown.
Yeah.
That brings it to 42 to 17-8. The UK takes the lead. Thanks, Carl. Carl is a very loyal WIGS.
Why is he paying in dollars and not euros?
Everyone loves a smart ass, Andy.
I'm gonna wrap my vote up and say this. I've never cried during Illuminations, although most of you people have because you're soft. But I have cried at Wishes. There's something magical about seeing it, except I don't like to be around children, so I don't do it much. However, I can go to Eric's. Oh, actually, Jill, you're there tonight. I can go to Eric and Lee's balcony and watch it, synced up with the music, having my own cocktail, or I can go to the California Grill and go to the roof and watch it.
Yeah.
And there's extra magic there. But if I'm going to one park, I'm going to Epcot, but the after party is Wishes.
So what's your vote?
My vote is for Tinkerbell.
Wishes. Well, Happily Ever After /
Yeah.
Wishes /
Fantasy. I mean, come on. The party's not over until Tinkerbell's like, what up?
Yeah.
All right. We have Emma Cooley coming in again with $5 for Happily Ever After.
Okay.
Not even
Happily
letting
Ever
us
After,
get
Emma.
through the voting. She's going strong.
That's fine. That's fine.
And then another, much bigger, Charles Campbell, who can identify him in the chat. I think I know who it is. For Orange Bird with $100.
Oh! Nice job, Chuck.
Run, Forrest, run!
Now it's 134 to 88. Orange Bird over Chubby.
Dang.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Chuck.
Charles. Thanks, Chuck.
Wow. Let's be. Oh, there, Lee with the Orange Bird. All right. Lee's down in the basement again. I don't know. It's hard to keep up with her. It's my turn. These are both special shows. I've seen Illuminations dozens of times. I've had the private viewings of it a couple times. Happily Ever After / Wishes, obviously visible from balcony at the current place and from the backyard at the new place. I I need that to start up again, please. Thank you very much, Disney. I think they do a good job at the Magic Kingdom of their fireworks being inspirational, inspiring kids to think that they can do anything, that they can be anything.
But
Maybe
they
that's
can't.
maybe
They
it's
can't.
bad. Maybe it's bad. Don't jump out of the window
it's
to
not
fly.
Real.
We all have the courage to fly. Don't try it. Trust me. But I like that. I like that vision of inspiring children and even adults to take risks and to do big things. Illuminations reminded you that you're part of a bigger world. That's important too. But for the pure feeling that you get, the uplifting feeling, the Magic Kingdom fireworks in general are getting my vote of 3 points. So that brings us to 11 points right now for the fireworks at the Magic Kingdom Happily Ever After / Wishes. And we have 6 points for Illuminations. So go ahead, Jill, if you would, and let people know that we are available to vote. And go for it.
And go.
Oh, Courtney just point out, Hillary, that your shirt is made by Reagan, which is where she
It
works.
is Ray-Gun. I love Ray-Gun. Thanks, Courtney.
She bought it this weekend. Yeah.
I love Ray-Gun.
There are World of Color votes.
No.
I feel like we don't need to save World of Color. I feel like World of Color will come back. Like they drained the lagoon and did all that work to fix it.
Bartender?
I have an opinion. Am I allowed?
Oh, does Lee have something to say? Lee's going to be on the show?
I always
Lee
want
would
to
like to comment that wishes includes Walt quotes, which make me cry every time.
The Walt quotes get Lee every time.
I also, so as we're letting people vote, here's another cool thing about the Illuminations event was they got to explain to us, so that very first fireworks launch in Illuminations where it's like a star, it's like a falling star. They actually went through and explained to us how precisely they had to calculate that because they shot up a firework and then a separate shell to hit it so that it would just burst just the right way to look like this falling star, and just the amount of engineering. And I know I'm not trying to say that there's not a crazy amount of engineering put into the Magic Kingdom fireworks shows. I mean, especially Happily with the insane projection mappings they do. And oh my gosh, that cool part where Merida shoots the arrow and the fireworks shoots out of the castle. There's just these shows are such a marvel of engineering, and it's so cool.
Jill, I'm going to.
Sorry, I have cats behind me. Okay, voting is now closed. Thank you, Captain Kevin. Okay. Voting is closed.
Andy wants to argue with me.
No.
Andy,
I'm going to agree with you. Because one of the cool things about Illuminations versus anything of the Magic Kingdom, of course, the Magic Kingdom, we know that they're set off behind the Magic Kingdom and they're out of the way, they're out of view. So if something goes wrong, you don't get to see it and enjoy it like when something goes wrong on one of the barges in the middle of World Showcase Lagoon. And we've seen some cool things when they went wrong.
Yeah. Even just when the wind is too bad, and we did a dessert party for Epcot 35th, the Epcot 35th, and they did a special tag at the end of Illuminations, and they were just launching so many fireworks, and the wind was so bad that literally pieces of shell were raining down on us at the fireworks at the dessert party pavilion there by France. It was crazy.
There was something similar to that party where people got coated in soot.
All right, quick update on this match. Happily Ever After had 23 votes. Illuminations had 12. So we're getting to a bit of a blowout with Magic Kingdom fireworks at 34 and Illuminations at 18 currently. But we did have a more important donation from Jonathan Fisher. $51, which is an odd number, and you might understand why. That brings Chubby to 139, tied with Orange Bird at 139.
Wow.
I don't know about the math, but it sounds right.
I think there was another $5 one earlier, Eric, that you didn't have in your total. So I believe that's correct.
Okay.
139 to 139.
139 to 1. Who would have thought this would be our most intriguing matchup?
Really?
I thought this was going to be a runaway. Kevin, do we have any more the way after this?
You mean a runaway railway?
Yeah,
nope,
you can't say runaway. You are influencing the voters.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's it for our matches. If you want to go ahead and take our second break, Eric.
Yeah, well, before we do, I'm gonna bring Andy. Our third segment here is going to involve some musical entertainment. We're going to be doing some musical stuff, and for that, I need Andy to come up out of the basement. You can go ahead and disconnect from the phone down there, and you can come on up here. We'll let you into the main part of the home. And we're going to take another break. By the way, Kevin, I didn't say to have a WIGS commercial, but we might, if we can find one, we might want to have a WIGS commercial.
And I'm gonna say goodbye because I am going to leave Shea Morton and run to the WDWNT studio to join you all.
You're going to want to miss this next part anyway. So.
WDW News Tonight.
Yeah, you don't want to see it.
The magic of YouTube, but
you won't see it later because
Drunk Morton singing.
I am not consulting or agreeing to let it air on the internet ever again after it happens.
Is this like the Star Wars holiday special?
No. Well, I don't know. We'll see. First, it's already all screwed up. But go ahead.
Actually, it'll be fun, everybody.
All right, we're going to go to commercial. Andy, go ahead and bring the phone up here, and we'll see what we got.
Thanks, Morton family. I had a blast.
Hi, Joe.
It was nice to meet you, Hillary.
We'll see you tomorrow, Joe.
Nice to meet you too, Joe.
Come and listen to my story about a man named Mark. Had a silver pass for the Disney theme park. Then one day he was drinking from a flask and suddenly decided that he didn't need a mask. Later, that is, after knowing the rules and coming in anyway. Well, the next thing you know, old Mark's a viral star, getting high fives from his buddies at the bar. Said I really showed him with a hopper soliloquy before he got trespassed and sent back to Fort Meade. Florida, that is, Polk County, home of Florida Man. Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Mark and all his kin. Won't be coming back to Disney property again. Showed up, knew the rules, and went and broke them anyway. His punishment should be a month on Runaway Railway. The Maskless Hillbillies.
Eric, congratulations on your 8th show. I never thought you'd make it this far. As a matter of fact, I lost a bet with your brother on the over-under. But if you make us feel better, Kay figures after 10 shows you'll be an international star. Congratulations.
Eric, it's your mom. I just want to tell you how proud I am of you. I was always afraid you were going to be locked up, but now you're just locked in. Congratulations.
Hey, this is Mike. I really want to congratulate Eric on his huge milestone of his 8th show. Do I get paid for this, Eric?
Hey, Eric, checking in from Tampa, Florida. Wanted to congratulate you on your big milestone for Locked In. This is show number... What number is it? Wait a minute, serious? Show number 8? Seriously, dude? Call me later.
Hi, Eric. It's your sister Hillary reporting from Kansas City, Missouri, and I just wanted to congratulate you on your 8th show. Wow, I can't believe it's been 8 shows already. Well, 8 is an important number. In Chinese, to pronounce the word 8, it almost sounds like the word prosper. If you turn the number 8 on its side, it's like the infinity symbol, and that's how long I'm going to love you. Congrats on 8 episodes.
Hey, congratulations, Eric, on your work anniversary date with WDWNT. What?
Anniversary?
Yeah.
It's like his 8th show.
Oh. Well, congrats anyway, I guess.
Wow. When you first were getting this show, I was a little apprehensive, didn't know how you would do, but 8 later, and you are totally killing it. Everyone adores you. You're doing a phenomenal job. Congrats on your 8th show, Butters.
Hi, my name is Brett. I live in New Jersey, and I just wanted to say, okay. Hi, congratulations, Eric Motrin, on your show that has gone on for a whole 8 weeks. 8 weeks? Weeks? Is that right? My haircut is older than 8 weeks. Okay, well, yeah, great. Congratulations.
Hey there, Eric. It's Earl from the Trapped on Vacation podcast. As someone who's been making mediocre theme park content since 2005, let me be the first one, or 5th one, whatever order you're playing me in this thing, to congratulate you on your 8th episode. That is 2 straight months of waking up on a Saturday morning and day drinking. Congrats, man. Keep it up.
Hey, thanks for being such a great test crew. Come back and ride anytime. Bye now.
Hey, Erky, it's me, Andy, your brother in Kansas. Congratulations on getting to your 8th show. I don't know who you had to sleep with to get your own show, but aim higher. Later, dude.
I have no idea what show you're talking about. How did you get into my house?
This program and many more are brought to you by WIGS, the WDWNT Interglobe Society. Support WDWNT and get early and exclusive access to content that you just can't find anywhere else, including exclusive WDW News Tonight and Park Center post shows each and every week, starting at just $2 a month. For more information, go to patreon.com/WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com and click the Patreon link. Join WIGS and help make this show happen through Patreon.
Oh, Butters. We miss you, Butters. Welcome back. Our final segment for the show. We had said we were going to do some musical stuff, and we are. But ever since we planned this, a few bad things have happened. Number one, Andy, we'll talk about people a little bit. Just to give credentials here, Andy is a former cast member. He was a CP twice, weren't you? He was CP back in the day. Andy also was in a notable band in the area called Danger Bob, and it was kind of peaked in the late 90s, very popular in the area. A very good, talented guitarist, but if you want to have an idea of how long it's been since he played a guitar, I spent about 10 minutes yesterday just knocking dust off of it. He has been practicing, but you want to show us your finger, Andy? See, when a guitarist hasn't played guitar in a really long time, you know what I mean by showing you the finger. Yeah, they get blisters and stuff on their fingers. So Andy's anyway, he's disabled, very limited guitar capability right now. Hillary's a high school choir director, a teacher. She can play piano and sing, but she has what they call in the business screwed up vocal cords right now. She was told by a medical professional not to sing. What do they call nodules?
Or talk.
Is it nodules?
Nodules.
Nodules. So she's not supposed to talk. She's not supposed to sing. But
or drink whiskey.
anything for the cast members and the cast member pantry. We're going to kick off the musical segments. These we're going to have to just we'll play our own accompaniment. Some of them I have to like come up with a what do you call it? A workaround. So we'll kick it off. Everyone's nervous, so I'll just kick off with an old favorite, an oldie but a goodie. Sing it if you know it. Yeah. And frontier land, there's a mountain, and it's full of racist animals. Yeah. Now here lately, there's been some shouting. It's getting problematical. Demeaning accents, they always spraying. Start in the daytime, go all through the night. It's gotta go, this ride ain't staying. Let's sell some merch, then go risking us a ride. Grab some decals, come on around. We'll use projectors to keep costs down. Got us a princess from a mountainous town. Welcome to Mount Orleans. Good and bad. French Quarter Falls gonna make Tom Corliss mad. We about to patronize you all pretty bad when y'all come to Mount Orleans. Bourbon Street, you party and revel, and then a drop for the young daredevil. Got us a mountain that's below sea level. Check it out, Mount Orleans. Come on, sing along. Y'all know the end, right? Maybe not.
Key change.
Frontier land all around us. Pecos spilling them bears that sing. Rich people, poor people, but preferably the rich ones. Come check out Disney's Mount Orleans. Yay! Mount Orleans, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Andrew?
On your way to Mount Orleans, you're going to walk past a place that we like to call church, otherwise known as Grizzly Hall. And Andy's got a little. Andy's going to try to play guitar. Here, you can stand in the middle. It's okay.
I am.
Okay. Mama don't whoop little Buford. Mama don't build on his head. Mama don't whoop little Buford. I think you should shoot him instead. Bang! Yes, folks. We only have the high class stuff on this show. That's our Grizzly Hall segment. I need a moment. I gotta find something. We've got a super chat. No, I mean a donation. We're not using super chat, are we? What do you got?
Yeah, I figured if you need a moment. We have 2 donations for the hottest race in town. Jonathan Fisher with $1. His message: Chubby deciding vote, hopefully bringing Chubby up to 140.
Wow,
unfortunately, Emma Cooley had different ideas for that race, and she donated $10 towards Orangebird, bringing it up to 149, a 9-vote lead.
That is important news.
And I would recommend we cut the voting off at 8:45. There's a bit of a delay in it getting over to us to tally and announce. So if you are going to get in for any of these races, Chubby and Orangebird's who's up by 9, UK up now by about 25 over American Adventure and China, and Magic Kingdom Fireworks up by 26 or something over Illuminations. Please get those in by 8:45 so we can get them by the end of the show.
Kevin, can we get an update on where we stand overall on donations since we started the show this morning?
Yes. With these last 2, we are now over $5,000. at $5,063.30.
That is amazing. And it's just going to keep going. We got a couple days left of this. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to fill time by me singing. So,
that's
no.
not unfortunately.
Oh, Lee likes it. Lee likes it. Let's see what we got. I might have to skip through a commercial here. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna get demonetized. I'm like using songs off of YouTube. So, here we go. Oh, I gotta start this one over. No, that wasn't how to do it. Eric, don't do it that way. Come and listen to my story about a man named Mark. Had a silver pass for the Disney theme park. Then one day he was drinking from a flask and suddenly decided that he didn't need a mask. Later, that is, after knowing the rules and coming in anyway. Well, the next thing you know, old Mark's a viral star, getting high fives from his buddies at the bar. Said, I really showed him with a hopper soliloquy, so he got trespassed and sent back to Fort Meade. Florida, that is, Polk County, home of Florida Man. Next by to Mark and all his kin. Won't be coming back to Disney property again. He showed up, knew the rules, and went and broke them anyway. His punishment should be a month on Runaway Railway.
Well phrased.
The Maskless Hillbillies. There goes Andy. He's going crazy. A little bit too much alcohol here in the Morton house. That's all she wrote. All right. Boy, we got to kill a little bit more time. We're going to hand you off to news tonight at 9 o'clock. It's 8:35 Eastern. We have to fill another 25 minutes.
Andy?
Yes.
We're probably going to have to do Canada.
No, but we do have to fill some time. Do we have anybody in the chat that wants to talk about any? I got to pull the chat up. I haven't seen it in a while. We'll close. Kevin,
I can burn some time for you. From Jonathan Fisher, who seems to be heavily invested in this race. $55.55 for Chubby.
We round up in this game too. That's $56 for Chubby.
That's a solid 196 then. 196 for Chubby to 149 for Orangebird.
Leads Orangebird. My goodness.
Has he ever had an orange cream swirl at the Magic Kingdom?
Maybe. I don't know.
How did you vote for Chubby?
People vote with their hearts, not with their stomachs.
Here's my proposition. If you donate and Orangebird wins, we'll sing Mama Don't Whoop Little Buford one more time.
And you'll choose a different harmony than you did last time.
I doubt it.
We should be so lucky. Oh boy, I got all kinds of stuff going on here. So I'm gonna check. I haven't checked with the chat in a long time. So they want to hear Canada. They want to hear. We do know Canada, but due to Andy's debilitating finger condition, we may not be able. Yes, Julie, I did write "You'll Be Back," or most of it. I think I wrote most of it. Yeah, I remembered most of the lyrics on that one. So people liked it. People like us singing, which is, you know, if you have enough
Freebird.
alcohol. No, we're not going to sing Freebird. It's not a bowling alley.
Oh, we could sing. What's the song from Mary Poppins that Jane and Michael sing? If you want this choice position, have a cheery disposition, rosy cheeks, no warts, play games, all sorts. You must be kind, you must be witty, very sweet and very pretty. Take us on outings, bring us treats, sing songs, bring sweets, never be cross or cruel, never give us. Is this not going well for you?
Excuse me.
Castor oil
or gruel, love us as a son and daughter, and never sell a barley water. If you won't scold and dominate us,
there goes a cat. Well, prepare to see a cat butt in here. So, we're gonna close the show.
We won't hide it. Wait, we're not just so you can't see. Put toads in your bed.
Put pepper in your tea. Right.
Hurry, Nanny. Many things sincerely. Jane and Michael. Thanks.
All right, I got a little something, but I'm gonna need the lyric sheet, I think.
Oh Lord, this one.
Yeah, let's go with that. We got a surprise for you. It will not. I'm gonna remind. It won't be good. This is Hillary playing the piano earlier because we couldn't move her piano into this room, so I tried to record it. Let's see if it worked.
After 5 cocktails.
Wait, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to rewind it till I get the volume right.
Oh,
Modern
is it time?
time.
Is it time?
Yeah, we'll do it. Maybe. Hold on. Something's wrong here. I'm gonna close that. I got a new phone, folks. Apologize. Let's see if we can do this for him. I need a drink.
Here you go. This is it.
America, spread your golden wings, sail on freedom's wind, cross the sky. Great bird, with your golden dreams, flying high, flying high.
Restless wine in a world of change, keeping dreams aloft in the rain. Spirit free, soaring through the clouds of time,
America, you must be dreaming now. Dreaming the promise now of your pioneers. America, keep on flying now. Keep your spirit free for facing new frontiers. And so, my fellow Americans, ask not when this song will end. America, spread your golden wings. Sail on freedom's wind, cross the sky. Great bird, with your golden dreams, flying high, flying high, flying high. Something, I don't know the note. America. Ooh, something like that. No, it's not good. But if you want to find out where you can find more bad news, the MortonFamilySingers.com. That goes nowhere.
You can Venmo us and whiskey.
Yeah, so that's how you spend Thanksgiving at our house. We just drink a little too much and sing until we found the places we can't go vocally, and that's what you just got to witness. So thanks a lot. Oh no, I have more money. Yeah. What do we have, Kevin?
Please stop singing $50.
We're going to give the vocal cords a break. Now, we are going back to the headlining race, Orangebird versus Chubby. Rebecca Renier, sorry if I messed up your last name, a vote for Orangebird. Well, actually, I should say 75 votes for Orangebird, bringing Orangebird up to 224 versus Chubby's 196. With about 4 minutes left to vote, and we'll tally them through the end of the show.
Yes. Lee has a question.
No, it's a request. I want to know, with or without guitar accompaniment, can you just kind of try to throw Canada out there?
I don't. Here, Andy, come take my seat.
Canada.
I'm going to have Andy take my seat. They'll see how far they can go with Canada. I don't know. For $50, they will stop.
Andy says no.
So Andy says no. His finger is too.
Okay, well, do it with that. Do
you want to see an acapella?
Yeah, just acapella, Canada. Let's go.
Here, have a seat, Andy.
Oh,
I can try.
Jeez Louise.
Canada, people, make it happen. Click like for Canada.
Canada, your lifetime of wonder on Earth, a traveler.
Live while you share.
Canada,
Canada.
Your lifetime of wonder on this planet Earth.
Planet
Canada, you are far too vast and beautiful for words to ever really tell. Canada, 10,000 dawns and sunsets I could see and still not know you well.
J'ai survécu le trêve de tes oiseaux de neige dans les forêts. J'ai un peu à peu ton cœur et je vois comme si comme l'enfant.
Canada,
sur la ligne de vie se trace le miracle de la terre.
Canada,
comme un odyssée à travers les temps, les lasers, whatever. This is where it goes. Canada, comme un odyssée à travers les temps, tu es la fleur et la semence. Canada, tes montagnes, tes vies et tes mers sont tout ce que j'aime.
people from around the world have settled in your lands. For their heritage in Canada we stand, side by side and hand in hand. Canada, my Canada, you're a lifetime of wonder on this planet Earth.
All right. Okay. Without a rehearsal, that was right. Oh, okay, for Canada.
F's in the chat for Andy's finger.
Hillary, your voice is better than some I've heard at the Met.
Oh.
F's in the chat for Andy's finger blister.
Yay!
Or finger blister.
And Hillary's going for blister. Yay!
Hillary's nods.
Nodules, finger blisters, mediocre singing. That's what you get on Locked In every single time. Well, maybe this time.
That's what happens with your $5 donation.
Please,
sitting right here.
If you haven't yet,
said that in front of us.
a few quick plugs. Obviously, please like this video if you haven't. Subscribe if you have not. If you have a grandmother who needs help working on her phone while you're fixing it, go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel as well. She'll never know. And we could use all the subscribers. We're on the march to 100,000 subscribers. Please, again, go to carouselofproducts.com, buy stuff. We have the cast. Are there even any cast member those T-shirts left, Kevin? I mean, first thing this morning, we were almost out of them. Do we know? I don't know. I should have asked Jill. She's the Carousel of Products.
I don't know, but I'll look.
Yeah, I had heard this morning we were almost out of those. Yes, Lee.
We had a request for you to dedicate the Canada song to Brett.
Okay, the Canada song is dedicated to my friend Brett Vanderwood. Brett, your people are very kind.
What about the Canuck on this show? Yeah,
Canadian. Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler. That song's for
Tyler,
you.
Man. We have Chris Reed.
Pop up in a Labatt's blue and hide under your blanket.
Yeah, so
Canadian.
No, so we want to thank you for joining. Also, if you're looking for ways to support us, you can always donate to the cast member pantry on pantry.wdwnt.com. You can also go to carouselofproducts.com. There's that cast member T-shirt. I don't know how many are left. I think the magnets, the orange and lime, they are gone. The cast member T-shirts are gone.
Wow.
We sold out of them in one day. So sorry, but maybe you can buy an orange versus lime magnet. I think we have a few spares laying around. There's a Black Friday code. I don't know it, but I know we have a Black Friday code. Do we know the Black Friday code, Kevin? Any chance?
The code is Magical10, MAGICAL10. And then just as a side note, while people are out buying things and spending money, we do have the auction going on as well, auction.wdwnt.com. Drinks with Eric and Axel are up to $152. So it's...
Come hang out with Eric and Axel. For as little as $153, you can outbid somebody to do that.
You know, we could come have drinks in Kansas City with Hillary and Andy. It's going to be a little pricier.
If you want to come here to downtown Kansas City and drink with Hillary, you can toss in a few extra bucks.
You go to the basement?
Axel and I will coordinate a time with the winner of the auction to go somewhere. Probably not in a park because park passes are tough to come by. Probably at a resort. Axel and I often go to Dahlia or go to Disney Springs. Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar is a great spot, but wherever you want to go, we'll go, and you will definitely enjoy hanging out with Eric and Axel for a few hours. Sometimes, some people actually would pay money to leave, but I think a lot of you would enjoy it. So we'll see. We got just a few more minutes. We have Walt with the what do we have? Well, coming up next, we have WDW News Tonight, featuring our own Tom Corliss, Nicholas Cicero. And they will have a full squad in there of panelists.
You think Tom has been watching the show?
No, they don't watch the show. And
he called in.
He did call in. Someone probably just told him that Jill said something outrageous.
I think you should sing another song.
I don't have any more songs. But someone said they want to sing Two Brothers. I'm like, I don't think I know Two Brothers.
Oh.
The cannonball don't pay no mind. That's the only part I know. So.
We should work that into our routine.
Yeah, we got to work.
That's just me singing.
Next Thanksgiving. What?
Oh, that's right. Wow. Let's sing Figment.
And just a quick update, Eric, on our race. I'm not going to do the horn because we're not going to announce the votes themselves just yet. There have been 3 more donations that came in our top bird race. We have Jonathan Fisher, David Long, and David Fullerton. I know you guys probably want to make sure where those came in. They did. What I will tell you right now is the race is within, it's less than 20 votes separating them. And we will just leave it at that and see.
Are we closing?
No, I thought we were closing at 7:45.
Yeah, but we like money.
We asked people to get them in by 8:45. So if there's any that haven't trickled through our system to me yet, that's why I'm just holding off so we can give a final tally here in a few minutes.
We'll do that. And I want to thank everyone for coming and hang out with us tonight. We'll be live for another couple of days. I'll be back in Florida tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be, I don't know what we're going to be doing. Hillary's the only person that is not wearing a WDWNT shirt from the carouselofproducts.com. But Courtney does work for the company that made Hillary's shirt, which gives her a free pass.
Ray Gun.
So, Ray Gun. Yes, Lee.
Drinking with Axel and Eric is up to $152.
$152 to hang out with Axel and Eric.
You guys will spend way more.
Seems like a bargain to me. Seems like
everybody gets one.
Seems like a bargain to me. We didn't tell you he was going to be in a parking lot of the Grand Floridian with a bottle of hooch. So we'll do that. We'll have a good time. And lots of great programming coming up. Like I said, WDW News Tonight is coming up next with, of course, the world famous Tom Corliss, the adorable Disney expert. Pal Corliss will be on there as well, I'm sure. I know there's a lot of demand for that, for us to create that on carouselofproducts.com. Also, thanks for hanging out with the Morton family singers. Or what are we not singers, we're the Morton family drinkers.
We practice.
Is Mom watching?
Not.
Oh, God, I hope not.
Mom might be watching. I don't know. She couldn't figure out her phone last time, so hopefully she.
Sounds about right.
It keeps flashing 12 o'clock.
We did. Andy and I did go visit Mom today. She is staying indoors. We just had to say hi to her from her front porch. First time I've seen her in probably a year. So it was good.
I mean, when was the last time you were here? It's been
No, I was here. Yeah, well, no.
It's been more than a year.
Yeah, that's true. More than a year. So we love you, Mom. Sorry, I couldn't see you.
Oh,
Edelweiss.
here comes the cat.
Oh.
Do
these
Can
people
you
are
play
these cat
Edelweiss,
people?
Andy?
No.
No, I don't know if they're cat people.
Hillary?
Hillary has 2 cats. They're kind of rambunctious, to be honest. Jean and
big.
Desmond, and they're very large cats. They're very well fed cats.
Whoa.
So, this is Jean.
Jean wants to sing Edelweiss.
And Jean is a big boy.
Meow.
They're Maine Coon cats.
I kind of timed this wrong. I was hoping to be. I was hoping like, well, who knows what's going to happen on
Right.
TV. Do we have any other songs?
Yeah.
Blood on the saddle.
We don't have that. Bow.
Oh yeah, we have to find out about the.
Yeah, we need to know. Kevin can probably. There we go. Kevin, thanks for all the donations tonight. Of course, I guess that. Well, here goes Gene. If you like cat butts, well, you're gonna love this show. So.
Oh, God.
Anyway, we're going to be coming live the rest of this weekend, and I don't really know what else to talk about, Kevin. If you want to kind of go through these final matchup, final scores, do we have any other donations for the other ones, or just the bird matchup?
Oh no, it's been all about the birds.
It's all
That's
about
so
the birds.
weird.
You never know, Hillary. You never know. People are passionate about things.
All right, well, just a quick shout out to a few of the donations we got during the show that were for nothing in particular other than supporting the cast member pantry. We had $10 from Jennifer Perez, $20 from Michelle Robbins, and $50 from Troy Pelias. So thank you all for.
Thank you all for your generous donation. Thank you for your generous donations. Did anybody donate to tell us to stop singing? Because I did see that in the chat. Someone's like, "How much do I have to donate for them to stop singing?"
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. No, I'm with them.
They didn't seem to feel it in their heart because they didn't donate to make you stop. So that could have just been posturing. All right. Well, are we ready to call this bird race?
Yeah, we're ready to bring these to a conclusion. What do we got?
Okay, so closing it out, we had one additional donation after I mentioned those other 3. So we had David Fullerton with $20 for the Orange Bird, and he also commented Morton's Rule.
Aww.
Oh, thank you, David.
We had David Lung with $30 for Orange Bird.
Yo!
Then we had Matt Rissman getting things escalating. Got a vote for the Orange Bird with $75.
Oh!
And our 4th and final donation in that batch was Jonathan Fisher again. Thank you, Jonathan, for all of the support with $100 for the Chubby death blow.
Oh no, Chubby!
No, it's not enough.
However,
not enough.
our final tally did not deliver the Chubby death blow, as Chubby had 296 votes and Orange Bird had 355.
355. Orange Bird. Good on you, my friend. Wrong key. That was wrong key.
And just to let you know, for tonight, we are now at $5,569.63 for the marathon so far. 787 of that during Locked In with Eric Morton. Thank you all so much for that.
Thank you so much. You want to sing us out? We'll do a Buford on the way out. Yeah. Thank you for joining us here. We'll give you a Buford on the way out. Mama don't whoop little Buford. Mama don't pound on his head. Mama don't whoop little Buford. I think you should shoot him instead. Bang. Bang. All right, friends. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time, or maybe not, on Locked In with Eric Morton with the Mortons. Good night.